Here we are at Muyang Seowon. Muyang means the sunshine of Mujin.
Muyang Seowon? Seowon is like a private university of the past, right?
Yes, during the Japanese occupation of Korea, Tamjin Choi clan returned the tombstone of Chesajeon, which was previously taken to Japan, and founded Muyang Seowon in 1927. The Tamjin Choi clan valued learning, and they also founded Muyang Middle School in 1945, which is now Bia Middle School.
Who is enshrined in the Muyang Seowon?
There are 5 remarkable people commemorated at this Seowon. 장경공 채사전, who was the royal surgeon of Injong during the Goryeo dynasty. 소남 최윤덕, who taught ways of a scholar to his descendants. 금남 최부, who is also known as Korea's Marco Polo. The author of 미암일기, 미암 유이춘. And 충혈공 나덕헌, who played an active part during the rebellion of Igwal. Chesajeon comes from a family of royal surgeons who took care of the well-being of the king and the royal family in the Goryeo dynasty. One day, Sajeon tagged along with his father and grandfather to the palace, where he met the king at the time, Seonjong. Seonjong found him very smart and intelligent and said that he would become a great doctor. There, he received the name Sajeon from the king and was appointed to an official post.
Wow, so he was a genius.
Chesajeon stayed close to King Injong, who favored him. In particular, Chesajeon was appointed to a high position for his contribution of helping the king in need during the rebellion of Ijagyom. But he thought his lofty position did not suit him and refused to stay against the king's request and left.
Such humbleness and loyalty.
In 1487, Choebu was on his way back to the mainland from his post in Jeju Island as a law enforcer when he heard of his father's passing. Unfortunately, he got caught in a bad storm and was drifted away.
Oh no.
After drifting on the sea for 14 days, he reached China, where he spent 136 days before crossing the Yalu River and finally returning home to Joseon. He recorded all his journeys in China like a journal entry. This record is called 표해록.
So that's why he's called the Marco Polo of the East.
Everything that Choebu has seen is carefully recorded in 표해록, including the various knowledge about the sea, lands, climate, customs, and folk songs of China, as well as cultural differences between Joseon and China. All of this was made possible because Choebu was an established scholar, and his record still has high value as the main source of knowledge about the history of China at the time. Miam Yuhi-chun is the grandson of Choebu. He is known for writing his diary from the age of 55 to the day he passed away for 11 years. 11 volumes passed down to this day out of 14 diaries he wrote.
One of the diaries is a collection of poetry by his wife, Song Deok-bong.
미암일기 is full of riveting stories of all kinds of topics. It includes the trivial anecdotes Yoo Hee-chun experienced while working at the palace, the romantic letters he exchanged with his wife, the dreams his family dreamed, ways to turn his daughter's marriage into reality, the names of fish and salted fish someone brought to him, and the punishment of lazy workers. His diary is a valuable historic record that captures his time and is a public treasure number 260.
Muyang Seowon is a place where we enshrine the spirits of these great ancestors.
This place is no longer a school for Confucian scholars, but it still welcomes people with many cultural heritage programs. We should protect and preserve this site as it is utilized as a go-to spot to learn and experience the deep teachings of our ancestors.